Well, hello, Taurus. Welcome to your July reading. Hello. So, we're going to get into your oracle cards first and then the tarot. Okay. So, first we have child nature. It was actually in reverse. Tendency to abuse animals, people, or the environment. Don't think of it literally. We'll get into it. To the sea. Not for you. Victory. Rainbow. Blessings. Great achievement. Communication. Eagle. The Garden and the Gate. This is one of my favorite cards, actually. And Love, Compassion. Okay. All right, Taurus. July seems to be a very eventful month for you. You're realizing a lot of things about yourself, how you interact with people, how people have interacted with you. Sort of, there's two sides to this I'm feeling. So is this authentic to me? And is this an authentic way that I'm treating the people around me that I love, my environment, my situation? Like, am I being authentic? Or am I sort of like doing what I think I should be doing, that type of thing? You know, whose rules am I following? So I feel like in July, you're cleansing that of yourself, like all of that negativity or bad juju that isn't working for you, because your luck is not in that. It's not in that direction. It's not in that energy. So you don't need it anymore. You know, it's sort of like I'm going to find victory or I'm going to find success if I follow this 12-point plan that someone else did, right? But you're realizing like that doesn't fit your life. It doesn't fit who you are. So, in that search for victory, to find your miracle, to find your wonderful, you're seeing that this is a big turning point for you on how your energy is connecting with the world to bring your achievements to you that you're trying to connect to or get to. This is opening up a lot for you. I feel like you've been walking into this energy for a long time. It's like the universe has kind of been nudging you into understanding that connecting with others, love, nurturing emotions are important. They do help us, even in goal achievement. Like they're there for a reason. And you're really seeing that your next step, your next journey involves nurturing, being open and caring, and not being closed off or shutting things down before you get a chance to understand it because it doesn't fit the blueprint, quote unquote. Okay, so let's get into your cards. All right, we got a card flying out already. The Hangman, the Queen of Wands, Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Yeah, challenging. There's a lot of challenging energy here. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's some lies that you have told yourself in the past, or like some rules that just don't fit you anymore, some understanding The way that you are approaching things is changing because it just doesn't work for you anymore, you know? It may have worked for you in the past or at one point in your life, but I just feel like you're moving past that, Taurus, you know? You're moving past it. So, yeah, this is about taking action to make steps to move forward. You're trying to move forward. You're trying to become better. It's not that you're so stubborn that you don't want what's best for you. You want to be happy. You want to achieve your goals. So you want to move forward. You want to take those steps. Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like for a long time you have sort of went past what you're supposed to do, sort of ignored it. You were like, "Oh, it's gonna move on. Things will change. I don't want to." Or you may have been so stubborn that you were like, "I'm right. It doesn't matter." Um, but you're ready to move forward. I feel like that's sort of a old, yeah, that's an old chapter in your life, and you want what's right for you, and that takes change. It takes a breaking down of things, a breaking down of understanding you once thought you had. Yeah. So this is what's interesting because I feel like you're fighting yourself on some of the changes that you need to make. You're going to be fighting yourself because I feel like you have to take a new like approach, a new thought process. And sometimes when that happens, you sort of dismantle everything that you thought you knew. Okay. So you're going to have to rebuild that. And that's a lot of work. And that's a lot of like doubt. It's a lot of vulnerability to say that you were wrong about something. And there's a lot of fighting back and forth with that energy because you don't want to say that. If you don't move forward, though, if you don't make those changes, you run the risk of being lonely. You run the risk of being ostracized. And you can tell yourself that it's for the greater good, but this feels like something you don't want. Yeah. It's like almost so blindsided to make everyone fit the mold or to make your situation the way that you want it that you are not being flexible to emotional needs, friend needs. What's right and what's wrong is getting a little warped because of it. Um, and it's like you're going to be stuck there. You're not going to get the beginning that you're looking for by just like pushing forward and knocking all the pins down, knocking all the people down in your way. You have to be compassion is the key for you. Understanding of emotions and hearts and people's feelings about situations is the key here. Okay. Yeah. And if you can achieve all of this, Taurus, to be completely honest, you'll move forward fine. I feel like there'll even be some stability in your finances. I don't know why that is, but it's like you're learning how to be happy with what you have or learning how to use what is at your fingertips at the best of its abilities to help support you. But it's if you don't give to it, if you don't nurture, if you don't take the time to appreciate it, then it won't help you out. This is what the energy is saying. It's like you're missing how perfect or how good your life or how good a situation is to you because you're too busy looking for better, bigger, more. Okay. You're definitely tired of being stuck. There was this mindset of, oh, people don't like it, F them. I'm moving on. Oh, this is hard, I'm gonna keep pushing, right? But I feel like you're missing what the present moment is trying to tell you. What emotions are trying to tell you. It's like you're missing the smaller picture because you're so focused on what's over the horizon. And all of this starts sort of in your thought process. Um, you're stepping further and further away from emotional connection and closing yourself off. And the universe is doing what they can to sort of push you back into that. You've tried to fight it for a really long time. And I feel like you're noticing that people around you feel more distant. Not even in their communication, but you don't feel like you're connecting the way that you should be connecting with others. Like it's just not working in the same capacity. So the first thing I would do is focus on your, this is interesting. Some of you need to focus on self-esteem. Not that you need it. Some of you need to assess your self-worth. Are you finding self-worth in things? Have you noticed that your communication with people is kind of short or like surface level? You're not getting deep. You don't have anyone that you can truly connect with because you're afraid of vulnerabilities and you're closing yourself off more and more and more and more. Um, some of you need a little bit of humility. I can see, and that's okay. Um, it's like it's almost like Taurus. It's been taken too far, and it needs to be like reined back in. You're not seeing how the public views you with a clear lens. Um, you're very goal oriented, but people connect you to your goals. Being open to your emotions are what's going to connect you to your goals. That's how you're going to be your happiest. It's in that struggle. It's in that piece of adversity. It's in that shadow work that you don't want to do. Okay. Um, yeah. Those two things are connected for that reason. It's like the universe put that in your path because you want to be successful so bad that you have to do something you don't want to do to get there. Okay. All right. So the first thing I would say is stop saying no to invitations or friend outings or work get-togethers. I would say try to become more vulnerable with the people around you or the people that you're supposed to trust. That will show you actually if they should be there or not, to be honest. Um, I will start reconnecting with people that seem distant to you. If not, go out and try to make friends by going somewhere that you or doing something you like to do and connecting with them over that. So basically, what I'm seeing is just step into the area that you stepped out of. Okay? Stop trying to take on all the responsibilities as well, Taurus. Things will go on without you having every piece of finger in it. Okay. Every piece of control, it will move on without you. Okay. I see you being worried about it not being perfect or something like being taken. It's more about it being perfect. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. I feel like you need that freed space to work on what you need to work on. You need to be emotionally available for what's approaching. Okay. So let's dig a little deeper. Ooh, okay. Okay, 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 okay. That's going to be pretty specific, I can see. It might not be for everybody. Okay. The first thing I'm going to say is this is like the money, career type of energy up here at the top. And do not put your worth, who you are, your personality, in how much money you make and in the material things that you own. Okay. You are much more than that. People are much more than that. Don't judge people on, oh, this person is rich and they own a company, so they must be great. They must be who I want to emulate. Maybe not, you know? Um, Try to look deeper. And I feel like that's what that vulnerability is, that you need to open up your emotions a little bit. I feel like you've been blocked out or kind of blocking out things that feel less than you, because it's sort of that mindset of, if I surround myself with rich, I'll be rich, you know. But you're missing some valuable lessons sort of at the bottom, if that's how you want to say it. Anyway, okay. Yeah, you've definitely pushed away from your intuition. Intuition is sort of connected to the emotions. It's on that same wavelength, I feel. Um, and I feel like you've been pushing away from your intuition. And being closer to your emotions gets you closer to your intuition, gets you closer to reaching your goals, because you're able to listen to your instincts better. You're definitely having some problems in the emotional area, especially, I would say, with connecting with others, or relationships, or friendships, or family ships, co-workerships, whatever ships. uh, you're having issues with that. It may be that people are walking away from you, or you feel like people are being more distant towards you. And I feel like you're a little bit confused, like you were confused on why, and you kind of told yourself like, oh, I don't need this, or let them deal with what they're doing, or whatever. But I feel like the tables are turning a little bit, because you want that to come back around. You know, it's like, I'll ignore it, everybody will come back around, but now you're seeing that you have to put in something to make it come back around, so keep that in mind. Yeah, the obsession with materials. I don't know what it I don't know what's going on, but it's coming up like 50 billion times in this reading, Taurus. There's an obsession with being perfect, with having materials, with having all of these things, with being all of these things, that there's not enough like free flow energy in your energy. There's not enough flow in it. Um but it's like, this is all that I want. This is all that I want. So that needs to be loosened up for sure. Okay. So let's get some spiritual energy here. Discovery. Pay attention to the present moment. Ooh, this is heavy, guys. Pay attention to the present moment. There's a lot in your life right now that you're missing because you're looking for other things. It's like you're blindsided by what's in front of you. Definitely feeling like emotions and feelings are the enemy, but that's a trick, right? Like, I think you think, not you, I'm not saying it like you specifically, but people think that emotions are connected to like weakness. And I feel like that's what's taking that focus away from you on how important it is to feel and to be compassionate with others. Um, yeah, the more that you're learning a lot and understanding a lot here, Taurus, in July, so you can gain more wisdom to be your best self, right? To be more authentically you. All right? So I love you. Now I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.